Sorry.
It's good.
My tummy doesn't like it though.
I know. It does not.
Get close to you, could burn someday. And I'll run for miles just to get a taste. Must be up on the brain. That's got me feeling this way. It makes me black and blue, but it fucks me so good, and I can't get enough. Must be where we are when we drive in your car. I like where we are here.
Yo, Lauren. Old school music, I know. Hello, goodbye, I think? 99% sure. All right, welcome. It's been a month and a half. We had things come up. We had Thanksgiving. We had a little vacation, so that was fun. But we're back at it with a fun little stream planned. You want to say hi? Good try. Good try. We're going with an old school kind of like peasant dish. This is like one of my favorites. I had it a bunch growing up. It's a riff on like shepherd's pie. So a little bit of backstory history. Shepherd's pie is like traditionally made with lamb or sheep or goat. I think it's traditionally lamb. And basically it's like the leftover dish. You use like ground lamb. We have onions, carrot, celery, like typical Mirepoix. A little bit of wine. You kind of deglaze that, let it kind of stew down, and then you have this like mashed potato topper over it. It's so freaking good. We're doing a cottage pie, which the only difference is we're using beef instead of lamb. And we did braised short rib, which I thought would be a great kind of level it up a bit, so to speak. And then we're actually gonna do a really cheesy potato on top. Typically it's just like a boiled potato. You like rice it really finely, add a little egg yolk and butter, and that's about it. We're gonna add the cream, all the fun stuff, all the herbs, all that, and then kind of dry it out so we get as least amount of water in there as possible, and then we'll use that as the topper, pop it in the oven, this, that, the other. We also got these fun little dishes that we're going to like make individual cottage pies out of. I thought these were awesome, so excited about that. What's up, Moses Lake gang? Thanks for always joining. We're excited to see you guys in a couple weeks here. Week and a half. Need to figure that out.
Just get 2 weeks.
2 weeks. I know. I can't wait. I can't believe Christmas is already here. So we got a lot going on, a lot to do, a lot that's already been done. Honestly, the short rib we did yesterday, it takes like 5 hours to braise. I have it in the oven right now, kind of warming up. Let's look at that actually. One of my favorite things to do with the short rib is to braise it, obviously, and then let it chill in the fridge overnight in all the liquid. Let it kind of absorb all of that, and then you reheat it the next day for serving. And that's exactly what we did here. So let's take a look at this guy real quick. Lauren, 99% sure coming to the Crocodile on the 22nd. We just need to figure out which days we're leaving. But yeah, it's like 99% sure. Devin will know more tomorrow.
But we want to make it. So
but yeah, we're gonna make it.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is our braised short rib. You can kind of see them in there. See if I can lift this up. It's just really liquidy and really hot. Alright, so we got our short rib just coming back up to temp in the warm braising liquid. We obviously strained it, so that's doing its thing. We'll kind of put it over here. We'll shred that, use the sauce in our kind of mixture here. So I'm excited. We got a lot going on. We're also going to do a little green bean side sort of deal at the end. So stay tuned for that. But first, as always, per usual, without fail, cheers.
Oh
Devin has a little White Russian.
Eggnog White
Russian. They're a little much for me, but cheers. All right, cheers, you guys. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday. I'm excited. It's been like a month and a half since I've streamed or cooked in this regard, so I'm excited. Been antsy all day. All right, cheers. All right, so we got a couple things going. Back here we have our potato boiling pot. This is going to be for our blanching of our green beans. I want to get the potatoes going. We'll kind of get that started, set off to the side, finished at the end. Let's do a little camera switch. All right, so this is our Mirepoix. Let's do the potatoes first. Already peeled, and we are just going to get these into a little bit smaller size so they cook quicker and more evenly. I was peeling and smashing garlic before stream started. That's why this guy's a little dirty, but we're good now. Just like inch cubes. Nothing crazy. I find that when you boil potatoes this way, it's good to cut them into small sizes like this, but don't go too small. They get like a little mucky. It is good to keep a little bit of a kind of body to them. And we have 5 russet potatoes here. I'm hoping this is going to make too much mashed potatoes and we can save some for later. Alright, let's get these over to the side here. Alright, this guy, we'll crank him up. This is just water that has been salted. Devin is practicing her little mixology for Christmas with your drink, right?
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Crank that guy. Let's get a little bowl so we can get these out of here. Probably won't all fit in here, but whatever. Alright. Okay, once our water's boiling, we'll drop these guys. We'll just set them to the side here for now. We got a lot of like chopping to do. The kind of key to this is we want everything to be extremely fine and small diced. It's supposed to kind of like melt into our stew, so to speak. So I really don't want like big pieces of anything. I even picked the smaller pieces of celery here in hopes to like encourage that. So we'll do a small dice to start. I might even go smaller here once we have all these chopped up. Alright, this guy's boiling. Let's drop our green beans. See how this goes. These are kind of big.
I was gonna say it's not big enough pot.
Looks big enough to me. Alright, do you want to do a mental clock of 90 seconds, 2 minutes?
Yep.
Why do we blanch our green beans?
Just the texture and color.
Great call. Texture, color, a little bit of cooking, not much, but it's really, it like helps the color stay that like green pop. Good job.
I get to eat the green beans now.
Alright, let's give these another kind of pass through so they don't make them fly everywhere. It's already a fine dice, but let's just get it a little bit smaller, make sure every piece is somewhat uniform. Alright, potato water's looking good. Let's drop these guys carefully. Alright, back on. These guys are just starting to boil.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe another minute.
Cool.
Alright, that feels good to me. Alright, getting that every last bit. Alright, we got some carrots next. How are the beans looking? I think they're probably ready. What about you?
Yeah, maybe 30 seconds, but like it's kind of minute.
Yeah, you look a little brown. Are these old?
They're old, yeah.
Oh boy.
But they're for my lunch anyway.
These are for Devin's lunch.
For
And for
work
dinner.
lunch.
Yeah, for Devin's work lunch. Alright. Drain these guys. cold water. Alright, let those chill for a minute. They're doing their thing. This guy almost looks like it's boiling. Feeling good there. Alright, back to the carrots. Moment for cheers. Alright, I secretly hate cutting carrots. You kind of got to sacrifice a little bit of a side, get a flat side, and then you do... Again, we want these super thin, so... as thin as I can kind of go here. One more. I hear my potatoes going. Turn this guy down just a little bit. About 20 minutes, but not worried about it. It's really till they're done. Alright, let's do a quick chop on these. Alright, and then same deal with this guy. It's always hard to stack them too, they get all like slidey about. Alright. Alright, probably just do this guy. A lot of chopping this stream, which is honestly one of my favorite parts. one little pass through, make sure everything's pretty even. Alright, that looks good to me. Alright, making a bit of a mess. Alright, on to our onion. Honestly, a grater would be great for this. Food processor, just press the button and it all... Our food processor's in bad shape. Alright, this is how I always cut an onion. Alright, just trying to hold it together here. Alright, this is looking pretty good. One last go through and put this guy aside. I'm not sure if we need any more. This looks like a lot.
You can put some in that beans if you want.
I'm gonna use a bunch of garlic and some of the bacon.
Cool. Oh.
Alright, let's do a little cutting board clean down. Alright, bear with me, sorry. Alright, so let's get our kind of base of our thing going here. I want this to be like an extremely beefy flavor, which is why we're going to use, where'd my stock go? Use the stock or like the flavoring that we braised the beef in, beef short ribs. I've tasted this 1,000 times, I can't stop tasting it. It is so freaking good. It just tastes like beautiful beef flavoring. It's cold, is that gonna be weird?
No.
It's just so good to me. Freaking love it. Alright, the other thing that we have here is we scraped all the fat off. I know this looks so gross, but we scraped all the fat off the like top of the everything and kind of savored it here. So we're gonna use that in this guy. There was just like a little bit of excess stock. Alright, let's turn this guy on, medium-low heat. Takes a second to warm up. Alright, half this garlic we're going to use in the green beans, and the other half is going to be used in the cottage pie here. Just get the kind of ends off. While we're here, just get these guys. Looks good. Alright, this is going to go in our green beans. So I do want like a little bit of body to these. Like a little bit of obviously a fine dice, but a couple pieces a little bit bigger I'm okay with. A little one smaller, I think you'll be fine. Alright, this garlic we are going to grate into it. Again, I want it to just be like nothing where it like dissolves into our kind of stew here. So that's the thought behind that. Let's get a couple of these. Bit of extras out of here. Alright, we're also going to put some olive oil in here. Alright, rosemary. This is traditionally seasoned with rosemary and thyme. We're going to, at least one of these, chop this up a bit. There's nothing worse than getting like a fat rosemary stem in your deal. So we're just going to take, I think, about that much. The rest of this we'll use for flavoring of other things. Alright, that guy's coming up to temp. Alright, that guy's hot. We're adding our carrot and celery. And our onion. Alright, we always season salt, pepper, a little MSG. Have a spoon yet? No. Alright, we're gonna let that cook down for now. Let's put our rosemary over to the side. Alright, we got a little parsley. Alright, looking good there. Let's do a little knife test on our potatoes. It's a little bit longer. Alright, this is just, white pepper. And this is a little dried thyme. Chronicles of going to the grocery store and they don't have what you need. How do you not have thyme at the grocery store? Fresh thyme. Blew my mind. What are you guys doing? Already smelling phenomenal. It's hard not to with Mirepoix, right? We're gonna add our rosemary. Might as well just kind of have the flavors seep out. And it's not a crazy amount. Alright, BRB. Chopping ASMR, seriously. So much chopping this stream. And I feel like I did a lot off stream. Alright, let's clean up a little bit. Let's get a couple things going. Alright, parsley. We'll add this kind of towards the end when we add the meat. Alright, let's grate up this garlic. Oh, I feel like I grate my fingers on this every time. Lauren, you're on TikTok? I love it. I never go to the shop side. I get like pop-ups. I'm like, oh god, what's going on? New TikTok post to Theo though. Little Christmas edition. New toy alert. Alright, let's chop up the rest of these guys. Add them to our grated mix here, why not? Alright, garlic goes in. Alright, I think we've cut up most all of our veg. Let's do the bacon next real quick. A little turnabout here. Alright, let's check our potatoes. Alright, these guys are done. Bridge is yelling at me. Alright, turn that guy off. We want to kind of air out this guy. Let's get a little wipe down. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, you want to say hi? Theo wants to say hi real quick.
He just turned 2. It was his birthday on the 5th. He's 2 years old.
Good boy, baby.
You good boy? Hi.
2 years we've had this crazy guy. Kinda nuts. Kinda nuts. Alright, potatoes are kinda just cooling down just a touch. This guy we're gonna get going. This is gonna be our kind of seasoning for the potatoes. Before we put cream in there, I wanna get some kind of flavors going. So a little olive oil. Have butter somewhere, here we go. Alright, a couple more minutes on this guy wilting down. Let's get our workstation cleared up. Alright, how many slices of bacon do you think we should put in here? 4?
Yeah.
We'll leave you 4.
Did you
okay?
open the new packet or the old packet?
Yeah.
4 is funny. You should have used the old one.
I didn't know it was one.
That's okay.
Alright, with bacon like this, I do like to go like thin strips. Or I mean with a dish like this. And I do try to kind of peel them apart, they get all stuck together, but it's not that big of a deal. Alright, this guy's melting. We're gonna get just like a couple pieces of garlic in there. You don't care about the skin, so to speak. Little rosemary. Alright, let's do a little thyme too. Just to encourage some flavors throughout, a little salt and pepper. And we're basically just kind of frying some of these flavors out. We're going to deglaze with the cream and just let that kind of eventually do its thing. And we'll use that to flavor our potatoes here. We have our potatoes. Again, we're just letting these kind of steam out. All we want is as much water to release from them as possible. We'll be good there. Alright, let's look at this guy. We're starting to get crispy on the bottom. I love it. Alright, we got some tomato paste that's going in. And if you followed the stream before, we try to burn this a little bit, so get it as incorporated as possible. Let's add a little bit of butter. I feel like it needs a little bit more fat. Once that's going, we're gonna deglaze with some wine, let that reduce almost entirely, then start adding our kind of stock. Once that's kind of reduced a little bit more, we're gonna add our meat, kind of get it all going. So, more to do, but we're getting there. Alright, our butter and garlic kind of mixture back there is starting to come up. Let's add our cream in. Turn this guy down to low or lower. And we're just gonna let it steep, excuse me. And let those flavor just kind of come out over time here. All right, our butter is kind of dissolved. Let's kind of press this guy down a bit. Encourage some coloring on the bottom here. But we're looking good. Alright, let's get our meat shredded here. That feels like a fun little project. Alright, is this guy hot still? Nope. So you can just see it just like is begging to fall apart. I want to keep like some chunks, some integrity, but for the most part it's shredded. Gonna be shredded. Wish you guys could smell this. It smells so good. Wow. One bite. Alright, last piece here. Alright, we're looking good. We got a cab sauv here. We did most of the short ribs in the rest of the bottle, so we're going to use the rest of this to deglaze, or most of it. And then again, we're letting this come down to almost nothing here. So scrape all the bits off our bottom. Turn our heat down just a touch. And we're just gonna let this stew, basically. Alright, we got a gorgeous meat over here. Alright, we're also gonna season with just a little bit of Worcestershire. meat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Moment to cheers. Yo, do you want a piece? Lauren says you deserve one. Alright, this way. Come over here. Sit. Can you do up? Up. Oh, so close. Good boy. Good boy. Is that yummy? Ugh. Alright, let's get our potatoes kind of riced. Might as well. This always is a process. Alright, you guys can't see this. See how they have the kind of white edges? That's what we want. All the water kind of getting out of there as much as possible. I always scrape the sides, the back of a knife. Alright, quick moment for cleaning. Alright, that looks like a lot of potatoes, exactly what we were hoping for. Alright, so these potatoes, we do add a couple egg yolks. We're going to add a bunch of cheese, the cream kind of mixture here. Let's get our egg yolks separated. You in the way? Alright, let's look at our cream over here doing its thing. That looks great. Oh. get a good look at this guy. It is almost completely, the wine, I mean, is almost completely dissolved. I think we're in a good spot to add our stock. Let's start adding some of this beef here. Yeah, we're adding all of it. I thought I might save a little bit. No use. A little bit more stock. Turn the heat up. I don't want to break up the pieces too much, but I do want it to be a little bit more broken up. Alright, I say we start there. Alright, you're in the way. You're in the way. Let's add our parsley. Save a little bit for a topper later. Alright, a little bit more liquid because I want this to reduce out. Okay, that's looking good. Let's get our potatoes going. I think I'm ready. Hopefully you guys are as well. Oh, Theo did well at the dog sitter. He loved it so much that he did not want to come home. And when we picked him up, he was like, "Who are you guys? I don't even want to be with you guys anymore." So that was always fun. But no, the dog sitter went well. She's a lifesaver. I don't know what we'd do without her. Alright, cheers to all those partaking. Appreciate you guys. We're getting there. Alright, we're turning our front burner on extremely low. Again, I want to get as much moisture out of here as possible and get it a little bit up to heat. We're adding a bunch of cheeses to this. I said the egg yolks are ready. We have pepper jack, goat cheese, and a bunch of Parmesan. Excited about that. I think it's gonna be delicious. This guy's bubbling. So is this guy. Turn him down lower. Alright, I think I want to add the cream first. Actually, I don't want the yolks to burn or become eggs, basically. So since this is like a little bit chilled, we're gonna add this now. And I always get grated Parmesan just because it has a better melting ability. Alright, let's start with that. And we're just gonna kind of fold this guy about. Try to get her incorporated as much as possible. All right, let's get our goat. All right, goat's in. This guy's doing its thing. Turn the heat down. All right, adding a little bit of the cream just to help out here, restraining it obviously.
I get to eat that for lunch leftovers at
That's
office.
right. That's right.
I can volunteer to taste test if I need.
Yeah, we'll see in a second here. Let's get the rest of this cream in. Alright, that tastes insane. So far, so good. We're gonna add, it needs more salt and cheese and such, but we're getting there. Yeah, wait.
No.
Alright, turn this guy on very low. Let's add some more butter, obviously. Ooh. Alright, this guy is coming together beautifully. Let's give him a taste. Yup. Yup, that's a good time. Just think of like the perfect mashed potato topper with like beef short rib stew below. Nice and crispy on top, soft potato underneath, and then the melt in your mouth like French beef stew. Like, oh my god, I cannot wait. We're excited. Alright, let's get our oven. It's at 350. Let's get it up to 375. In anticipation. Devin wants to try the potatoes.
Hey, leave the spoon. I have a spoon here.
They still need More salt?
How salty is the meat gonna be?
Perfectly salted.
I don't think it needs more salt.
You bite.
I can't make it final decision.
I don't know what you're saying to me.
You're supposed to re-dip it. Give it back to me.
Oh. Alright, we're getting there. Alright, BRB, bathroom break. On here. Can I open the door?
Yeah.
Alright, how we looking? How we looking? Move this guy about a little bit. I still want him to reduce a little bit more. Heat up, and then we'll start building. Finish our green beans and call it a day. Potatoes so far? Any critiques?
It's salty enough, especially with the extra cheese. I think it's perfect.
Evan wants another taste test just in case. Just in case. Alright, we're putting that guy in the back. He'll just do his thing. Alright, it's gonna be our green beans. Turn him up a bit. Olive oil. Actually, just a little bit of olive oil. Get our bacon in there. Alright, mix this guy about, and then we're gonna do a little even layer of all these kind of bits. Let the fat render out. We'll throw our garlic in. Throw our green beans in, call it a day. That'll be a good one. That'll be a good one. Alright, oven's up to temp. This guy still needs to reduce a little bit. Quick taste test. That is so freaking good. Wow. I just can't stop trying it. It's so good. Alright, you want another carrot? Oh. Good boy. Try not to overmix it. There are some big chunks in here still, which I love, but I don't want it to get too like sloppy, so to speak. Like, I think we'll be okay. And then we're gonna top each one with like a legit parm, kind of rough up the top. It's gonna be a good time. So it gets all colored and blistery. I think we're gonna switch so we get a more heat all over this guy. That guy off. We're close. We're close, guys. Bear with me. See what we can clean up. Where's my deal? Did I put it away already? Alright, watch out, buddy. Alright, we're gonna save the rest of the sauce, braising liquid. I do want to strain it though. Gorgeous. Alright, this guy's looking stew-like. We like it so far. I think we're ready to build some of these, or build these out. Alright, basically we're going to fill the bottom, most of these all the way up, layer of the potato on top. We'll add the cheese, get it all kind of fluffed up and good to go here. Looks pretty good. Get a little bit more on this guy. The guy keep doing its thing. Let's get these guys all moved about. Heat down. Alright, hope I didn't just spill all over myself. Yeah. Oh, a spoon. Where's your spoon?
Today.
Alright, take that guy off the heat. We're not ready for him yet. Alright, what am I doing? Let's get some parm all over this guy. Alright, and then you're supposed to kind of fluff them up a bit. Right? Alright, in the oven, 375. We got a plate underneath just in case we boil over. I don't think we will. Alright, 20 minutes. Alright, 40 after. Turn this guy back down. Let's actually take him off. Let's do a quick moment for cleaning. Bear with me. I apologize. We're gonna get this all cleaned up as best we can. Alright, we're out of the big cups. We're using these little guys. Hopefully this works. It tastes so good. There's honestly nothing better than like low and slow, little wine and stock situation. All right, put these guys away. Soon. Last night. Alright, pretty much cleaned up for the most part. Let's get our bacon back up to heat. You look at these guys. Slowly melting. We'll get there. Alright, we got our bacon bits all oiled up, looking great. See if some of these green beans we can toss. Look okay for the most part, just a little. It's whatever. We'll be good. Heat up, see what happens there. Get our garlic in there in a minute. All right, we're cooking. All right, this guy's getting back up. Let's add our green beans. I want those to kind of blister a bit in the fat. Alright, try to get as many of them touching the bottom of the pan as possible. Heat up a little bit. Let's do a little salt. Just sprinkle over our garlic. By sprinkling it over, it's not going to burn as quickly. We'll kind of like let the steam like draw out some of that flavoring, and then we'll mix it up here in a bit. Yup, those smell insanely good. Alright, one last beer to round out the night. Appreciate you guys hanging. Cheers if you're drinking. Alright, green beans are just starting to blister here and there. Mix in the garlic, make sure that cooks down and starts to fry a little bit. Looking good. Let's get a bowl or a plate for these guys. We might turn the broiler on at the end here. It's been, I guess, 7 minutes. I'm getting excited. A little too excited. This is one of my favorite ways to cook. Whenever I end up cooking Asian food, it's like a lot of intricacies where this is just low, slow, render it down, make the flavor kind of pop. Feels easier than, French cooking always feels easier to me than Asian cooking. But I keep saying we'll see, but I already know this one's gonna taste insanely good. I can't wait. Alright, let's give these guys another flip about. Garlic's starting to brown. Turn our heat down. Alright, BRB, we're getting there. I'm thinking at the last 5 minutes or so, we'll turn the broiler on. Make sure they're all toasty. Alright, we'll take these guys off the heat in just a minute or two. Let them kind of finish, and then plate it up. We do have a little spillover. Good thing we have the pot down there. Oh, just starting to golden brown. Just starting to turn golden brown. This is perfect. Looking great. Alright, taking this guy off the heat. We're just going to let him finish the rest of the heat on there. I'm okay with that. Hit it with a little parsley. Just to kind of round out the flavors. Bring it back to our kind of beef dish that we have in there. I think that makes sense. Let's do a little more. I think we have enough for the topper still. Oh, garlic is golden brown, perfect. Alright, looking good, feeling good. Alright, 9 more minutes. Feels like a long time. Oh. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Good plans for Christmas or the holidays coming up. We're excited to go to Moses Lake again. The last couple years we've spent it in Moses Lake. It's so fun. Go see the fam. Some cats, some dogs, some good food. Family, can't go wrong. I don't know how I'm going to serve these. Like our little pot pie sort of deals. Then maybe community notes for, or community plate for the green beans. Are we shooting the winter goose? Winter geese, excuse me? You know I'm down. I don't think I've ever had goose either. We're still waiting for that big fishing trip to happen. Alaska, go do some salmon, maybe a halibut or two. Stock the freezer. Alright, let's try one of these green beans. Yum. It's a little bit more salt. Alright, I'm peeking again. Alright, we're gonna turn them. It's because you never know with the oven. Oh, looking beautiful. Looking great. Love it, love it. Devin said she's gonna cook after this and make dessert. What were you making again? I think she said brownies. She does these like peanut butter brownies with the marshmallow fluffer on top. So good. I don't even like brownies. And those are so good. Alright, we got 6 to 5 more minutes. I think we're gonna do broil. We're gonna do low to start. I always get a little scared with the broiler. You never know. So low broiler, just to get the top heat coming in, and then hopefully it golden browns everything we have going up there. Should be good. Here's the finished green beans so you guys can see. Garlic's golden brown, can you see it in there? Little bacon bits, crispy but not burnt. I think it's perfect. Garlic's gonna be a little crispy too. Cannot wait. Alright, 4 more minutes, countdown. I can only imagine with Cooper and the marshmallow fluff. And it's so sticky, like did you get it everywhere? Did you guys like toast it like the... I can imagine. I'm sure you did. Oh, this smells so good. We're starting to get golden brown on the top. We're getting there. We're getting there. Only you guys could smell this. It's so insane. I was the one flaming it. I do remember. I do remember. Forgive me. You gotta flame it. It's the right thing to do. We went to Queen Anne Beer Hall on Friday, just like after work, couple beers, couple drinks, or a couple things to eat. They have such a great smash burger. It's like 3-ounce patties, so they're a little small, and then it has like, it's just perfect. Onion, cheese, beef, the bun. It was so freaking good. I had to make another one on that following Saturday. Freaking love smash burgers. I cannot get enough of them. It's one of those things where I just like, I used to always love a burger, but once you do the smash, you just don't ever turn back. It's just so freaking good. Alright, it's bubbling, it's getting cheesy. We have 3 minutes. We're going high broiler. Let's do it. Last 3 minutes, top her off. I think we'll be good. We're gonna set up a little, I think I'm gonna set them right here, but I want something that kind of shelters them from the heat. Once you smash, you don't go back, honestly. They're just so freaking good. I think we're gonna do a little parm topper as well, a little parsley. Sorry, I have to keep an eye on it. I'm worried. I want to make sure it's perfect once it comes out. Alright, I just repositioned them a little bit more under the broiler. Hopefully that helps. Just finish up the golden brown piece. I feel like this is how I would serve it in a restaurant too, where you can just like quickly pop them in the oven. They're already kind of like pre-made. Everything's just like build, pop, build, pop. We got like 5 minutes. And most of it you can do like the day before, morning before, which is when you think about restaurant cooking, it's just 100% different than home cooking. 90% of the things are already like par cooked, and it's just like putting them back together, almost reheating or finishing. It's just like a completely different way to cook. Alright, we're getting there. Tips are golden brown. We just need a couple more minutes. I think we might be there. I think we might be ready. Alright, oven's off. 30 more seconds. Alright, I hope you guys are excited for this. I think these are gonna look gorgeous. Are you ready, Theo? You've been waiting all night for this too. Look at that guy. Oh. Ruined the bottom of this pan, but what else is new? These not look gorgeous? Look at these guys. Oh, it smells so... It smells like just so nutty, like the Parmesan. Alright, would you guys eat these? Let's get a little close-up shot. Does that look great? I'd eat these all day long. Alright, let's plate up our green beans real quick. Let you guys get out of here. The trick with plating green beans is you hope to get all the beans kind of go in the one direction, all the same direction. I think it just looks a little better, but... Alright, getting all the bacon bits out, obviously. I'd eat that all day. I want to like put toasted peanuts on it for some reason, but we're excited about it. Little green bean side. Look at these guys, I'm so excited about them. We got the like warm, crispy mashed potatoes, cheesy on top. We got our beef short rib stew below with all the Mirepoix, the wine, the stock that we use to even braise the short ribs in. I mean, come on. This is exactly how you would want it to be. We're excited to take a bite into this and hope for the best, but I think it turned out beautifully. Appreciate you all sticking around. I know this was a little bit of a long one, almost on 2 hours. In the past, we've been doing these in like an hour 15, so a lot of waiting too, so I appreciate you guys. Welcome back to the stream. We're going to be doing these again, hopefully next weekend, maybe not the next weekends after that, but in the new year, we'll have a couple great streams going on as well. Thanks again for spending your Sunday with me. Hopefully everyone has a good day at work, unless you are retired, like the Moses Lake gang. Jealous. Good to see, or I can't wait to see you guys in the next couple weeks, but thanks again for hanging. We're going to eat. We're going to have a good Sunday. Until next time.